Today, the government is announcing that Australia will conclude the drawdown of our contribution to the NATO-led Resolute Support mission in Afghanistan. Over the past 2 years, we've been reducing our military presence in Afghanistan from a high of over 1,500 personnel to around 80 personnel currently. In line with the United States and our other allies and partners, the last remaining Australian troops will depart Afghanistan in September 2021. The decision represents a significant milestone in Australia's military history. Over the last 20 years, Australia has been a steadfast contributor to the fight against terrorism in Afghanistan. Australia has fought alongside coalition and Afghan partners to degrade the capabilities of terrorist organisations, including Al-Qaeda. More than 39,000 Australian Defence Force personnel have deployed on Operations Slipper and High Road, helping to protect the safety and security of the Australian people at home and overseas. But safeguarding Afghanistan's security has come at a great cost to Australia. Since 2001, 41 Australian personnel have lost their lives while serving in Afghanistan, and many more were wounded, some physically, others mentally, and will be dealing with the scars, both mental and physical, of their service for many, many years. I would like to take a moment to read the honour roll of those 41 Australians who sacrificed their lives for the sake of freedom. Sergeant Andrew Russell, Trooper David Pearce, Sergeant Matthew Locke, Private Luke Worsley, Lance Corporal Jason Marks, Signaller Sean McCarthy, Lieutenant Michael Fussell, Private Gregory Sher, Corporal Matthew Hopkins, Sergeant Brett Till, Private Benjamin Renato, Sapper Jacob Moreland, Sapper Darren Smith, Private Timothy Applin, Private Scott Palmer, Private Benjamin Chuck, Private Nathan Buse, Trooper Jason Brown, Private Thomas Dale, Private Grant Kirby, Lance Corporal Jared McKinney, Corporal Richard Atkinson, Sapper Jamie Larkham, Sergeant Brett Wood, Lance Corporal Andrew Jones, Lieutenant Marcus Case, Sapper Rowan Robinson, Sergeant Todd Langley, Private Matthew Lambert, Captain Bryce Duffy, Corporal Ashley Burt, Lance Corporal Luke Gavin, Sergeant Blaine Diddams, Sapper James Martin, Lance Corporal Shepton Rick Milosevic, Private Robert Pote, Private Nathaniel Gallagher, Lance Corporal Mervyn McDonald, Corporal Scott Smith, Corporal Cameron Baird, BC, Lance Corporal Todd Chidgey. The loss is great, the sacrifice immense, the bravery and courage, things we can speak of but not know of personally. These brave Australians are amongst our greatest ever who have served in the name of freedom. This day we dedicate to their memories. We think of their families, their friends, the life they would have lived, but they gave that for others they did not know. We can be so proud of them, of their service. We are so proud of the men and women who serve in our Australian Defence Forces. so many of them also represented here in Western Australia. We thank them for their service humbly and gratefully. The memories of all Australian Defence Force members who have lost their lives continue to be honoured for their sacrifice and contribution to Australia's mission in Afghanistan. And we also acknowledge all those Australians who have served in Afghanistan and the impact this has had on their lives. And we commit ourselves to supporting them. The conflict has exacted an enormous toll also on the people of Afghanistan. And to President Ghani, once again, we stand with them and the complex task of making peace that lies ahead for those people. Australia continues to support the peace negotiations between the Afghan government and the Taliban. We encourage both parties to commit to the peace process that so many Australians have died to provide for. While our military contribution will reduce, we will continue to support the stability and development of Afghanistan through our bilateral partnership and in concert with our other nations. This includes our diplomatic resources, development cooperation program and continued people-to-people links that I know the Afghan government is very grateful for in my own discussions with President Ghani. Training and scholarship programs amongst the so many, supporting particularly women in Afghanistan. Australia remains committed to helping Afghanistan preserve the gains of the last 20 years, particularly for women and girls.